today we're not in my garden. You've seen it enough, and we've decided to show you one of my dear friends' gardens that I find absolutely amazing. And this is Margaret, and this is her garden.
Hi, I'm very honored to have Robert and Karna here today, and we're just going to walk through and talk about some of the things that I've done recently in the garden. This garden is kind of a piece together. The stones were left over from the curvilinear line of the sun garden, so my husband pieced this together and made this lovely shade garden. And I was able to get plants from friends and then also move some hostas from throughout my garden. It looks very established because, again, these plants are, were from other people and from my own garden, and it's filled in beautifully in just a year.
So Margaret, would you mind sharing your husband with me on occasion?
Yeah, he really enjoys this. Actually, he says he's the hardscape guy and I get to do the gardening. So that's pretty cool.
That's a deal. Margaret, what is this plant? It is absolutely amazing and I want it.
Karna, don't touch my stuff. This is a Japanese yellow bell. You can see the buds are just forming. This is a really late bloomer. This is late August into September. It's just a beautiful plant. I have a large collection here, and there's another section of it. It's in total shade. It does lean towards the sun a bit, but it's a beautiful plant. The flowers are actually small. They're like a very tight rosebud, and they're yellow. So they start out tight, a tight ball, and then open up slightly like this, and they're beautiful. And they kind of tip, so they tip a bit. Lovely. Again, a beautiful plant for your shade garden. Right here in this area, I've got my hostas staked up. This was a large area of Annabelle hydrangea, and it was just too tall for the front of the garden. And so I dug it up and they've been moved around. So I moved other hostas from throughout the garden right before it got hot. So they tipped over and the stakes are kind of helping them stay up, make them look like hostas. They were pretty sad after I dug them up. The Annabelle hydrangeas ended up. So there's 3 here and they're looking, again, pretty sad because of the heat, but they're actually going to bloom even after they've been dug up. So this will fill in beautifully next year. I'm using the woods. I tuck plants in here that I've dug up or whatever. So there's just a mix match mess here, but it's still fun. There's still plants.
The flowers, absolutely gorgeous.
It's pretty sweet.
Yes, I love it.
And there's one back here that is just green, but still a really cool looking plant. And it's got the similar flowers. Native grass. This is my miniature hosta area. I moved them late last fall, and all of them came back, thankfully. You kind of wonder sometimes. I've waited maybe a little too long, but I was very fortunate to get everything to come back. There's a small fern back here that's struggling, but hopefully it'll keep coming, get stronger and stronger, so we'll see.
So here we are beside one of Margaret's absolutely amazing Martagon lilies. They are just so beautiful.
The shady patio back here, enjoying the garden around us. It's just lovely to be able to do this with friends.
So Margaret was so kind that after we looked at her garden, she treated us to freshly made homemade lemonade and muffins. And every time I visit a friend's garden, I learn something new. This is amazing. Margaret has come up with the perfect way to keep track of her plants. And this is obviously a photo album, and inside she's put all the tags. Now, if she had shared this with me years earlier, I would have known the names of a lot more plants in my garden. This is a great idea, Margaret.
Well, thank you. It's helped me try and remember the names of the plants, so
Yes,
it's very helpful.
absolutely. Thanks, Margaret.
You're welcome.